That movie dork here looking for a friend to share some trivia with about the 1995 live-action adaptation of Casper. Release date, May 26th, 1995. Budget, 55 million dead presidents. Tech specs, Panavision Panaflex Gold and Platinum cameras with Primo lenses, and the VistaVision VistaFlex camera with Nikon lenses filling in for the heavier visual effects work. Shot on an Eastman Kodak film stock, presumably Eastman 100T 5247, Eastman 400T 5295, or a combination of the two, which is an educated guess based on legendary cinematographer Dean Cundy's previous work on the Flintstones in 1994.
Hell yeah.
Universal Pictures' first live-action animation hybrid movie, also the first feature-length movie to have a fully computer-generated leading role. But a few months later, the feat would be topped by Toy Story on November 22nd, the first feature-length film created entirely with CGI. Producer Steven Spielberg approached Steve Barron, the director of the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, to direct this project, but he turned it down, later admitting that was a mistake. Alex Proyas was also attached to direct this movie, but bowed out, opening up the opportunity for first-time director Brad Silberling. He wasn't the only first-timer on this project. This is the first piece of Casper media where Casper was voiced by a boy, and that role came with hundreds of auditions from kids that came off too sweet. But eventually young Malachi Pearson was cast for his natural blend of adolescent enthusiasm and childlike innocence that director Brad Silberling was looking for. The actors interacted with tennis balls and pieces of foam used to mimic the eyeline of the CGI ghosts, and the faces of said ghosts were captured using a bespoke facial capture rig to aid in expressive animated facial movements. A thing that is now commonplace in movies, video games, and more today, but a bold idea in 1995. Friendship, Maine is a real village, population 1,162, located on the central coast of Maine near Camden and Rockport, where scenes from the movie were filmed. They utilized fishing line tied to Christina Ricci's wrist to help sell the illusion of Casper pulling her to the lighthouse. Whipstaff Manor was also used for the seminal Backstreet Boys video Everybody, Backstreet's Back. Producer Steven Spielberg tried working in a reference to the film Poltergeist, which he produced, filming a scene with Zelda Rubinstein shooting out of a chimney while shouting, "Go toward the light," but it was cut from the final film. Bill Pullman's trip down the stairs was not scripted or rehearsed. Perfect recovery. Bill landed the role over John Ritter, Tom Hanks, Dennis Quaid, John Travolta, Hugh Grant, Kurt Russell, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, and Tim Allen. This is the first live-action movie to feature the voice acting of Brad Garrett, the next few being Luca in Garfield the Movie, the Easter Island Head from Night at the Museum, Krang from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and Eeyore in Christopher Robin. This movie features over 40 minutes of visual effects work by Industrial Light and Magic.
Hell yeah.
Which took over 2 years to complete and accumulated over 28 terabytes of data in 1995. Remember how small data was back then? In comparison, the 63 shots of CGI in 1993's Jurassic Park took up a total of 6 minutes of screen time. Huge jump in tech in just 2 years.
Piece of cake, piece of crumb cake.
The idea of leading character being CGI was a pipe dream until it wasn't. Now we have the threat of AI actors, like Tilly Norwood, replacing the real human ones. According to Dan Aykroyd, his cameo as Dr. Raymond Stantz is considered Ghostbusters canon, and was his last appearance as the character in a feature film until the 2021 reboot Ghostbusters Afterlife. Final bag. $289 million worldwide, making it the 8th highest grossing film of 1995, which was a big year for movies. And Casper's influence can be felt all across the various forms of media today, because they define the new standard on how best to build your CGI characters through facial capture and how to fit them into a live-action world using things like tennis balls and foam. Thanks for watching my incredibly dorky video about the movie Casper. Give some of my other videos a whirl, and share some thoughts in the comments about this film or other ones as suggestions for future videos. I'll be back again with more. I'll even let you guess what's next. Just say his name 3 times for me.